And I live at 5626 Ocean View Drive in Oakland, and I am the current chair of the Rockridge Community Planning Council. And I'm going to be introducing the subject of land use, which the initial study indicated there were no significant land use impacts needed to be studied in the EIR. We want to try and argue the opposite, that there are significant impacts that need to be studied in the EIR. This is a project that what I'm going to try and explain to you is not only inconsistent with both the general plan and with the zoning, but more importantly, those inconsistencies are directly tied to environmental impacts. This is a large project, and it's going to overtax the streets in the area. And the general plan and zoning were both written with awareness of the problems that this area has in terms of street capacity. The CEQA checklist says, does the project conflict with any land use policies adopted to mitigate or avoid environmental harm? The initial study says no. But the general plan land use policies and land use designations were informed by an understanding of the potential for environmental impacts. Inconsistencies will result in environmental impacts, and those impacts need to be discussed in the EIR, as well as considering the inconsistency and how those two relate. The general plan land use and circulation element, or the LUT, identifies two alternative land use strategies: grow and change and maintain and enhance. The grow and change areas are areas along major commercial corridors that have 4 lanes or wider streets with a traffic capacity to handle the extra traffic that goes along with growth. The maintain and enhance areas are areas that are mostly built out, and this is from the general plan. Quote, changes in use and density will be small, and these areas do not have excess street capacity. College Avenue is a prime example of what's involved in a maintain and enhance area. It's a 2-lane street that is already congested by the existing development. A project that more than doubled the size of what is already by far the largest single use on College Avenue is not a maintain and enhance project. It's a grow and change project. It doesn't belong here. Similarly, the general plan's land use designation is neighborhood center mixed use. The general plan states, and I quote, future development within this classification shall be commercial or mixed use that are pedestrian oriented and serve nearby neighborhoods, or urban residential with ground floor commercial. Pedestrian-oriented uses don't generate as much traffic as auto-oriented uses. That's why it says pedestrian-oriented. And serving nearby neighborhoods doesn't give you the type of traffic draw when you get from something that is looking to draw people in from several miles away. This project is not that kind of project. This project is really a project belongs in a community commercial area. Let me quote from there. This area is intended for larger scale auto-oriented development which require sizable off-street parking areas. Now that's what this project is. It belongs in a community commercial area, not in this area. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Flashman.